Throw up your hands in the air, company, baby. Me no stress, jump on my body, baby.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You already know what this is. It's your boy SKiezy A, and I'm here with the brother MC Lex, one exclusive interview. For those who don't know me, I'm a rapper, a singer, an A&R, a poet, and a whole lot of things on my casket. So let's roll.
On the dance floor, me I got all night. Wine on the dance floor, giving it all night. Me no stress, come jump on my body, baby.
Baby, welcome to my life.
All right, my thoughts about urban music in Cameroon. I think the urban music in Cameroon has actually been growing out progressively over the years, and it has been getting a whole lot of actions and more visibility than the early 2000, if I have to put it that way, because the early 2000, it was a moment when we were still trying to impose this genre of music in a country that was covered by the traditional music. When I talk about traditional music, I'm talking about Makossa, I'm talking about Bikutsi, I'm talking about Asiko, and the others. So urban music came as a new genre for the youth to express their own self in their own way and language. And finally, the urban music has actually taken a step forward and to another level, and that's why we are having great singers like Daphne, who's right up there, the population accepting the music. You have Mr. Leo, you have Stan Lee, you have Jovi, and a whole lot. So the urban music in Cameroon has been evolving steadily.
What you got, let it dance for me. I'm addicted to your swag and I'm all for it. Street nigga, I see something, I go and get it. I'm already on my R. Kelly. You said my heart's
Oh, the urban music having an identity in Cameroon. First of all, talking about urban music and identity in Cameroon, first of all, we need to understand that the urban music in Cameroon, it started with a borrowed culture, and now we have series of individuals who are trying to give it an identity by linking it to traditional Cameroonian, can I say folkloric music? Yeah, let's just put it that way. Yeah, so having an identity, the Cameroonian urban music is still struggling to get an identity. Why? Because we have few producers and artists who are ready to follow a journey that some people are willing to bring at the table. For example, we have the Mbole vibe right now, and few producers and few artists are following this trend. We have someone like Phil Bio who talks about Shabasiko, Afro Bikosa. We have Sango Edi too, who is coming up with things like that to try to give this identity. But now the problem is, giving this identity cannot just be done by one person. It's supposed to be a whole movement to join this train, and everything is going to be okay. But for now, I don't think the urban music has an identity in Cameroon.
Throw up your hands in the air, company, baby. Me no stress, jump on my body, baby.
3 upcoming, outstanding Cameroonian artists. The first I'll talk about West Nice Runner. I'll talk about Ego and Prido, because the two of them, I've listened to a whole lot of projects from these kids before now, so I'll talk about them. And another young artist that is coming up that is also great with his art, I'll talk about D-Slick. What is special about them? Let me begin with D-Slick. What is so special about D-Slick for me is his ability to use the language of the common man and tell the common man's story in that way that the common man is able to see themselves or picture themselves into whatsoever thing he is doing or what he is saying. And then when it comes to Ego and Prido, what is important about these two is the fact that they are able to come up with a genre that we might finally call or associate it to an identity of the Cameroonian music, which is an identity that is actually needed for us to be able to compete with the other countries in Africa. Because, for example, you have Nigeria has already taken over Afrobeat. You have South Africa with Amapiano. You have Kenya. What's this genre? And you have some other countries that have theirs. And now we talk about West Nice Runner. What is peculiar about West Nice Runner is his ability to sail between three different generations in the way he composes, in the way he writes, and in the way he delivers. So these are just some three things that I can say about each and every act that I talked about.
Watching every day, I make your everyday beautiful like every
Someone
day.
around you, put it in, went to bed on you. Last night was a rendezvous, right now.
Yeah, record labels in Cameroon. Record labels. The truth is, in Cameroon right now, when it comes to record labels, I just see some group of individuals who are trying to push an industry to a level that they can with what they have. So I can actually say that we actually have record labels in Cameroon, because to run a record label, there is a whole lot of things that you need to put together in order for that record label to be able to take an artist from grass to grace. So for now, the record labels we have, or what we call record labels, are just group of individuals who are just trying to push an industry to a level, or trying to push an artist that they like to a level, but they don't possess the funds, the resources, the manpower, the know-how in order to run their activities.
Throw up your hands in the air, company, baby. Me no stress, jump on my body, baby. Throw up your hands in the air, company, baby.
Okay, beef in the industry. Actually, this is one part that always get me laughing a lot, because the beefs that go on in the industry are beefs that we can monetize them. We can make anything out of the beefs that go down in the industry. So for me, I'll just say most of the time they waste their time beefing. Meanwhile, actually, we need a beef that is able to monetize, a beef that is able to lead to a growth, a beef that is going to bring in money. That's what we need. We don't need beefs with.
Language is telling me I can handle it. I mean to panic, so ain't nobody controlling me. I treat it right, I make your daddy feel proud of me. Back now, I mean I run things that all follow. How about the low spec for the
Whoa, the movie. Yeah, the movie sector in Cameroon. I can say the movie sector in Cameroon last year had an explosive growth. You know, like in a year, what the sector was able to bring on the table has been amazing, and they have been able to step up their game at every level, at the production level, at the characters. The characters now are able to get into the roles that they are acting. You have the quality of the video now is the movies now are top notch. And then the stories they write too are very great. I can name a few that I actually watched and they were great. For example, The Fisherman's Diary. I enjoyed it till the end, just the end, which was for me at the particular stage. I felt like, this part, why did they have to bring it on? But the movie is a great movie. You have Therapy, which I also watch, amazing content. You have Broken. You have A Man for the Weekend. Yeah, another great movie I watched. So the movie sector is actually growing, and you can now find the movies on Netflix. That's proof of growth. I think so.
No stress, jump on my body, baby. Throw up your hands in the air, company, baby. No stress,
okay, the mainstream artists, what can they do right now in order to better the industry more? What they can do, first of all, the first thing I think they can do in order to make the industry move forward is collaborating with the young ones, bringing the young ones up, sending that hand so that more acts should be in the industry and more acts should be booming, and not just people having to see the same face year in, year out for the last 7 years. You know, when it is that way, it's like there is no growth in the industry if they keep just their face at the top level. I will also expect them, since our industry is at that level where we have event organizers who are not willing and ready to invest into the industry, they should be able to get resources so that they can put up shows for themselves. And these shows too, it should benefit the younger ones. The younger ones can do openings for them, and it is also going to lead to the growth in the industry. There is supposed to be communication and flow between the older and the younger generation, so that we should be sure that there will be a progression and something left for posterity.
You make me want to introduce her to my whole crew. Wow, I really like the way you walk around. And when you dance to something else, the booty bounce. Name your price, I'm gonna get it. What's the amount?
Oh, bilingualism helping the industry. I don't think bilingualism is actually helping the industry, because I feel like the bilingualism is one-sided. You know, since the bilingualism is one-sided, it is not helping the industry in any way for what I see it. Because if the bilingualism was both ways, because the truth is, Anglophones are more bilingual than Francophones. So how would a situation whereby Anglophones are the ones struggling to be bilingual, why the other side is not struggling to be bilingual? That's why you always have this complaint about Anglophones saying they are singing in French because they need the French market, they need the French audience. You understand? And in your mind they say Francophones complain that they don't hear what they say when they sing in English. But this same Francophones sing songs from Nigeria. This same Francophones sing songs from South Africa. They sing songs from America, from American artists. You know? Yes, in Lingala even. That's like crazy, in a language that they don't even understand. You know? So I just think the bilingualism is not helping if it is not a two-way round, if it stays on one spot.
Last night was a rendezvous. Right now I'm into you. Throw up your hands in the air, company, baby.
Okay, my thoughts about banning foreign music in Cameroon. First of all, the truth is, in this social media generation, it will be difficult to ban foreign music from entering Cameroon because people are now on social media. But what we can do in order to control And in order to valorize our own artists, because what happens here is what we need is valorizing our own Cameroonian artists. So what can be done? I say that the media in Cameroon, this is what they have to do. They have to do a 99% play of Cameroonian content. That is what they need to do. What am I saying? 99%. It means on radio, they should play 99%. On TV, same. In the club, same. Everywhere you go, same. If you want to listen to your foreign music, you're free to do it online. You know, because that's the only place where we cannot control them from playing the content. But if we want to help our artists grow and our artists to also get to that level, because there is one thing we need to understand. You need to make so much noise so that your neighbor will get it. And the more you play a particular song, the more you and people around you will begin loving that particular content. So make so much noise so that the neighbor is going to hear what you're doing. So if it goes down here, that's how we penetrate the other markets and penetrate our neighbors.
Relax, girl, I have some fun and let me move you. You're so cute, it's emotional, this is so new. You make me wanna introduce you to my whole crew. Wow, I really like the way you walk around.
All right, my advice to youths in Cameroon and Africa and general is, one, you need to respect. Respect is imperative. Loyalty, that's another thing that is killing the youth of today. You need to be loyal to those who get you on a particular spot, those who give you visibility. Don't just think because you got the visibility and now someone just appears from nowhere. We know who they are. These are talent reapers. They are out there only when you're already at the top. They will not come for you when you're down. So be loyal, be respectful, and love and care for your neighbors too. That's all I got for you. Peace.
Go on the dance floor, me I got all night. Wine on the dance floor, giving it all night. Me no stress, come jump on my body, baby.
Okay, look, break it down for me, let it rock for me. Surely show me what you got, let it dance for me. I'm addicted to your swag and I'm all for it. Street nigga, I see something, I gon' get it. I'm already on my R. Kelly. Tu sais mon house party, c'est un Pew Dilly. Toutes les belles go, toutes les belles Kelly. Let me see you twerk, je t'en prie chérie. Yeah, you need a